In the middle of the Kazakhstan desert, miles from civilization, stands a building the size of a stadium. The doors have been locked for decades. The windows are smashed, but inside, sleeping in the dark, is one of the most expensive objects humans have ever built. It looks like an American space shuttle, but it isn't. This is the Buran, the crown jewel of the Soviet Union. It was built to win a war that never happened. It flew to space exactly once, and then was left here to rot.
At the launch site in Central Asia, final preparations for the shuttle's blast-off were underway.
To understand why this thing exists, you have to go back to 1981. NASA launches the space shuttle. It's a miracle of engineering, but in Moscow, they weren't applauding, they were terrified. The Soviet military did the math. The American shuttle was huge. It could carry 30 tons of cargo, but it could also bring back 15 tons from space. Why would you need to bring 15 tons down? The Soviets became convinced. Shuttle was a weapon, a space bomber designed to steal Soviet satellites or drop nukes on Moscow from orbit. So they decided to build their own, but they didn't just want to copy the Americans, they wanted to beat them. On the outside, the Buran looks like a twin of the NASA shuttle. This wasn't an accident. The laws of aerodynamics are the same in Russia as they are in Florida. But under the hood, the Buran was a beast. Unlike NASA's shuttle, the Buran didn't have massive main engines. It was just a glider strapped to the most powerful rocket in history. The energy, this made it lighter, capable of carrying heavier payloads, and crucially it could fly itself, while NASA astronauts had to manually land their shuttle.
The Buran was a ghost ship, fully automated, a robot capable of going to space and back without a single human on board. November 15, 1988. The weather at the Baikonur Cosmodrome is terrible. A blizzard is rolling in. NASA would have scrubbed the launch. But the Soviet computers give the green light. The Buran blasts off. It circles the Earth twice. It executes a perfect re-entry maneuver. And then, 206 minutes later, it pierces the clouds and lands on the runway. Center line, perfect stop. The engineers cheered, they had done it. They had built the perfect space plane. They didn't know it would be the last time it ever flew. Less than 3 years later, the Soviet Union collapsed. The economy crashed, people were starving. There was no money for bread, let alone a billion-dollar space plane. The program was suspended. The technicians went home. The doors to the hangar were locked. The Buran was left in the dark, waiting for a mission that would never come. Then came the final insult. In 2002, after years of neglect, the roof of the main hangar, Site 112, collapsed. It crushed the only Buran that had ever gone to space. 8 workers were killed. The actual hero of 1988 was destroyed instantly. But that wasn't the only shuttle. 2 other test shuttles were stored in a different hangar nearby, and they are still there. Today, urban explorers risk arrest and jail time to sneak into the Baikonur Cosmodrome just to see them. They find a scene frozen in time, cranes still hanging overhead, blueprints scattered on the floor. These machines were meant to conquer the stars. Now they are just the world's most expensive bird nests. The Buran is a reminder of how quickly empires can fall. We built a machine to touch the heavens, and then we left it to be buried by the sand. It makes you wonder, what will we leave behind? If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to subscribe, and let me know in the comments, should these shuttles be saved, or should we let them rot?